Hey guys, it's Edwin here, and today I'm going to talk about how to become a better parent when you are co-parenting with a narcissist or just a highly manipulative person. You see, parenting with a narcissist is not the easiest thing to do because they'll always find ways to frustrate you or even the kids without caring so much about how their frustration will affect the kids or even you. So you may, because you are a compassionate human being, you may want to have that fair share or to treat them as an equal parent. But those rules and principles never really apply when you are dealing with someone who's used to manipulation, deceit, control for most of their lives. They're used to these things when they want to get their needs met. So it will be challenging because they'll tend to prioritize their needs and desires or wants over yours and those of your kids. And general rules of human decency like understanding, like compassion, will not really apply for them. That's why when you are co-parenting with a narcissist, you've got to step up and really be ahead of the game by being that better parent for your kids. Not waiting for them to act up. No, it's just about you rising up and being the better parent in that kind of arrangement. And the thing is, when you become the better parent, you are like creating this loving and caring environment for your kids. An environment where they will not feel confused or they will not feel like they are being invalidated or unheard. It's just you creating the environment. So the environment is not okay because you are dealing with someone who's manipulative, but it's you rising up now and becoming that better parent. So I'm going to explain to you what are some of the challenges of co-parenting when you are unhealed, and then I'll also talk about some of the good aspects of co-parenting when you are healed. You see, when you are unhealed, you will find yourself pouring your frustrations and bitterness to your innocent kids. These innocent kids are already so confused in that kind of parenting arrangement. So, and the thing about these frustrations and anger, you will find yourself doing it unconsciously, and then later on, you'll regret what you've done. Let's say you might get angry at something or angry at your ex in front of them, and then you might punch a few walls, break a few cups, and then your kids see those actions. And then later on, you'll try to apologize for the kids or just regret. So your kids will always be on the receiving end of your anger. And when they are on the receiving end of this anger, it will always create so much tension in them. They are kids, they just observe. So your kids may not fully know. On the other hand, like your kids may not fully know how your manipulative ex is, like who they are or how hurtful they are. And they may even see you as equals, especially when you find yourself getting so angered or having this emotional upheaval, because they will see you breaking a few cups or calling them names, and then they will be like, you are both the same. The other thing is, when you are unhealed, you will not be fully present to listen to the kids, or you will not provide for them with that loving environment where they can thrive or where they can flourish. So, your kids may at times, of course, side with your ex because you know the other parent is quite persuasive and they really know their way with using their tools to win over someone. So the narcissist parent may, of course, they do the normal things like they may spoil your kids with video games, TV, junk food, and those sweet things which offer temporary gratification. And who doesn't love those sweet things? So for the kids, they may at times even prefer staying or hanging out with the other parent because they know that we are going to watch TV, we are going to eat junk food, which are very, very amazing things. Then you, because you are already that great parents, you care so much about their future, you care so much about their well-being, you care so much about their health. So you, of course, we are providing them with a healthy lifestyle. And you providing them with a healthy lifestyle is working against you. It's more like making your kids hate you in quotes. They don't want to stay with you because they don't want to eat broccoli and all those kind of things. So it may just create this rift. The other thing is, you may find yourself competing or trying to prove a point on who's the better parent between you and the narc. This is because you hold negative beliefs like you are not a good parent, or you are not a good father, you're not a good mother. And those beliefs are making you try to prove a point to your kids. So when you try to prove a point, you'll be competing with someone who lacks empathy, with someone who thrives in a competitive environment. And of course, that will be so chaotic for the kids, because instead of you being present and loving, you are competing with someone else. So your ex-partner also knows which buttons to press and how to trigger your greatest fears. Of course, your greatest fear when you're co-parenting with an narc is threats to alienate you from the kids. So when they know those things, they will be using it against you. And when you're not mindful of your actions, you will even forget about the kids who are getting hurt and just waste your energy on the other party, or just waste your energy fighting someone who thrives in those competitive environments. So instead of focusing on your kids now, you'll be focusing on the other person. You'll be focusing on hating the other co-parent for not doing something. So it will really be hard for you to step up and become a better parent when you are unhealed. This is because you'll be constantly triggered. You'll be constantly angered by their actions. And you'll be pouring those anger to your innocent kids. Of course, some consciously, some unconsciously. It will also be hard when the actions of your kids, let's say when your kids side with the narcissist, or when your partner does something, if that defines you as a person or as a parent, it will really be hard for you to become that better parent, because everything will look hurtful to you. So that's where we come with this common Swahili proverb, like when two bulls fight, what hurts is the grass. So when you fight with the narc, the ones who are hurting in this scenario is the kids. But now, what happens when you are co-parenting when you've healed? Let me now explain why it's very, very easy when you've healed. You see, when you've healed, you understand yourself. And you'll be better placed to deal with their last minute change of plans. That's normally how they frustrate you, or their general frustrations. So it's more of getting to this point where, yes, you'll get frustrated by their actions, but it will not be this full-blown rage where you break a few cups or just beat your kids up. It will be more like you being in control of your emotions. That's a beautiful place to be in, right? So instead of panicking, you'll not be panicking and letting their actions, their frustrations define you as a person. No, you'll just be giving your all, but your all now will not be coming out as a reaction to their actions. You'll not be just doing something because you are reacting to what they've done. No, it will just be actions out of love. So you'll even deeply understand that you are actually a very, very good parent. And that in itself means that you'll have no point to prove to your kids, because you know you are a good parent. You are giving your all, and you know you are dealing with someone who will not listen, who will not understand. So you'll be focusing on the needs of your kids, and your behavior will be having this kind of positive impact on their lives. That's important aspects of healing. And the other thing is, when you've healed, you'll be more present and even understand why they may side with the narcissist sometimes. And when this happens, when they side with the narc, you'll not really hate your kids, but you'll see through it. You'll see through it as just part of the manipulation, and even understand why they are siding with the narcissist, because they love those junk food and watching TV. So instead of you hating them, you develop this feeling of compassion towards them. That's a very, very different kind of quality to this co-parenting agreement. That's why healing is the point where you understand what's within your control, understand your boundaries, and now you are operating from the point of love and not from the point of trying to react to the allegations from the other parent. You'll be having this emotional maturity and calmness. And when you're having this calmness, it will bring about a loving environment for the kids to flourish and thrive. It will just, the kids will just feel like they are better off sharing things with you. Not when, unlike when you're reacting to those things. So you'll be nurturing your kids with love and compassion, even when the narcissist is working against you. The other parent is counter-parenting you, but you are approaching it from the point of love and compassion. So your love will be like weeding out the hate and confusion building up on your kid's life. But when you don't heal, or when you're unhealed, you'll just be watering those seeds of hate deep within them. Because when they see hate, they'll just grow in hate. But when they see hate and then they see love on this other side, at least the love will be weeding out the hate. And that will be foundational for their own growth. That's why The key component to becoming a better parent is not actually looking outside there for solutions or being overprotective, but it's just about looking deep within you. It's you working on yourself and dealing with the past pain. It's you working on yourself and dealing with the pain those other parents or those your ex-partners have inflicted in you. Because the moment you work on yourself, it becomes so easy to even find external solutions. Because of course you'll need sometimes intervention from, let's say, the law in something, but it becomes easy to find these solutions because you'll just be calm and you'll be more focused. You'll not be reacting, you'll be responding and even planning ahead. You'll even be anticipating their actions. So the other thing is, when you are healed, you'll not be really expecting anything from the narcissist to help you out with the parenting, because you already know that this person is just so self-centered and will not care about the kids. But for you now, you care about them. So you'll be ready to show up for your kids, even when the other parent is acting up. This is very important, guys. Like when the other parent is not doing their role, in quotes, you'll always stand up. For example, if it's following up on those like doctor's appointments, school meetings, and all those other parental responsibilities, you'll be doing it with grace and love, but not because the other parent has failed to take up their role. No, you'll be more willing even to go an extra mile. An extra mile here means that not just 50-50 parenting, but you'll even be giving your 100% or even 150%, but you'll not be feeling that it's a burden to you or the other parent is using you. No, you'll just be doing it for you and as an expression of love to your kids. Actually, that's the most understated aspect of healing. Healing makes everything or all your actions have a kind of feeling of lightness because you're not carrying any weight. But when you are unhealed, everything looks like a struggle because you are still carrying weight from the past and then you are acting. So, work on yourself, really go inwards, and you will really find it a bit. Of course, it won't be that easy, but you'll find it easier to co-parent with a manipulative person. You will become a better parent by just working on yourself. But without working on yourself, everything will be a struggle. You'll be getting triggered, angered, and you'll be pouring everything to your kids. So, hope you found that informative, guys. And if you'd like help with becoming that better parent without having strategies and all those kind of things, by just really going inwards and having a deep shift within you, you can always book a free call with me by clicking the link in the description.